Hey guys, good day, Shavai. So, can you see the Apu's face up there? A little bit of a different angle of the face that the Incas or pre-Incas carved in the mountain. So, we are on day 2 of our Christmas Advent series. The frequencies are rising, it's Christmas, woohoo! And so, on the second day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. So today's interpretation of the Bible, according to my personal experience, insights, meditation, connection with God, with Source, is we're going to look at the verse of John. Hey, I'm John, nice to meet you. Not that John, that's another aspect of me, another aspect of my vine. John 15, 5, 6 and 7. See, I did my homework today, guys. So, John 5, we might as well jump straight into it. I have to read from my notes, I don't know this off by heart. In fact, I didn't know it at all completely until today. I just heard like hints of it, but it resonated a lot. So, I am the vine and you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. John 15:6. If you do not remain in me, you are like a branch that is thrown away and withers. Such branches are picked up, thrown into the fire and burned. John 15:7. If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish and it will be done for you. So, my interpretation of what this means. So, I kind of got a clear insight during meditation or spiritual experience a few days ago. I became very connected to God, to Source Consciousness. And from that perspective, I felt very enlightened, awake, conscious, and aware of my true nature. Here's the dogs again. And so what came to me was that, from my experience, how did I experience God, Source Consciousness, my own soul, my own identity, my own truer identity, compared to what I'd heard from some other teachers. And as you possibly know, some teachers say that we are Source, we are God, that our true nature is God. And so I was trying to ponder this, because it didn't feel quite right to say that I was God, I was Source, even though it was kind of clear that I was. And so what came to mind is this verse from the Bible about Jesus, I guess talking from the perspective of God, saying how when we are not in God, when we are not in Source, we are like a branch cut off from the vine. And that's kind of how I felt. I feel like more and more, and particularly in these big deep insights that I have, that I am a branch of the vine, that Source Consciousness is the vine, and I am a branch of the vine. And so I'm connected to Source, and Source is within me, and ultimately I am the vine, but also I'm a part of the vine. It's kind of paradoxical and hard to explain, because I felt like I am Source Consciousness, but also I am not separate, but an expression of Source Consciousness. And perhaps one way we could look at this in modern terminology is the idea of reality being holographic. So in a hologram, like in a kid's toy or like these holographic projections, it's made up of lots of lenses that each contain the whole image, I believe, and then the light is shone through it and it produces the holographic image. And so a lot of people say the universe is holographic, the nature of reality is holographic. And so, dogs distracting me again. And so this is kind of how I see it. Like, we are holographic in nature, and the branch of the vine is part of the hologram. So I am in a branch of the vine, and I am a hologram of source consciousness. So I contain source consciousness with me, but also like I'm a soul, I'm an individuated aspect. So this is the idea of what I experience, of what it means to be a branch connected to the vine. So I am the vine, you are the branches. So this is presumably coming from, I don't know if it's coming from John or Jesus originally, possibly John's interpretation of what Jesus said, I don't know, or just John speaking. But this is John 15:5. I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. So I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you. So the idea of, if you do not remain in me, you are like a branch that is thrown away and withers. Such branches are picked up, thrown into the fire and burned. So the idea is that we want to be like a branch connected to the vine. And so this is what I kind of experienced. This is how I felt in this deep experience of my connection to source consciousness, that I was a branch connected to the vine, that like source was in me, and I was very much, I am source in a way, like I am God consciousness. Like my nature is source consciousness, God consciousness, but I'm also a branch of source of God consciousness. Like I also have autonomy and individuation. So it's kind of hard to explain and kind of paradoxical, but this is what I understand. And so this is the basic idea, and it goes on to say that if you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish and it will be done for you. So this is the idea, I guess, of manifestation, of prayer, of creating our reality and creating whatever we wish. That when we're connected to source, when we're connected to our deeper self, it's much, much easier, or perhaps the only way really, to manifest, affect and create our reality. So this is, I believe, kind of John speaking as a vine, a branch of the vine connected to the whole vine, and understanding that he is source. That when you are in me, when I am in you, speaking as source, when you are in source and source is in you, and you are connected to the love and light, and because you're connected to source, you only want to serve people, you only want to express the highest love and joy and light and be of the greatest service to people, because you know that we are all one and we only want to be good people. When we understand that we're connected to everything, from this perspective we can create whatever we wish. So this is the idea that when we're cut off from the vine, it's like when we're lost in our mind, lost in our thoughts, and I need this to be happy, I need that to be happy, I need this to occur, and kind of the selfish state. It doesn't have to be like obviously selfish, but like when we're a branch cut off from the vine, or lost in our physical minds and our thoughts, and we believe that we're a separate individual, and when we die that's it, you know, the kind of the Newtonian Darwinistic point of view. Like life is very difficult, and like we live in fear, we live in anxiety, we live in worry, because we don't know that we're source, and we don't know that ultimately, like even if we pass over to the other side, even if we die, the physical body drops, like everything's fine. We don't know that. And so the idea is we need to remember that we're actually a holographic projection of source consciousness, or a branch connected to the vine. And from this perspective, we can ask for whatever we wish and it will be given unto us. So thanks for listening, guys. Hope you got something from this. So, on the second day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. Shivai, and may God's will and love and light be with you forever. Amen.